It's called Under Ice.
Nice. And anything attached with the name at all?
Well, originally, this is like really behind the scenes. Like originally it was going to be called like Shades of Blue, and then the little subtitle was going to be Under Ice. But then the movie came out, and I was like, no, they're gonna think I did that. And so I was like, well, we're just gonna scrap that idea. So we just went with Under Ice. It's kind of like a little story about like I sort of envision like when I'm hearing the piece, like someone sort of like just a silhouette under the ice, like and all the different shades of blue that you would see as you would go farther and farther down.
I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, it was. Yeah, especially with like those arpeggios
Oh
and
yeah.
stuff for the piano.
It's very like I don't know. I call them like the bloop bloops. It's just what
The
I think
technical
of.
term is blue flutes,
Definitely.
of course. Awesome. Yeah, cool. All right. And do you remember who your mentor was for that?
Um, Matt LaRocca, he was awesome.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah. What did? How did he help in your?
Oh my gosh, so much. Like I had like it was originally a piano piece, but I knew I would want to use some of the other instruments because I was like, I can't just do a piano piece. Like I can't do that to us. So I was like trying to add trumpet, but like it wasn't really working, and like there were parts in the piano where it was just like barren. There was like nothing there because I don't know. It was like stiller moments, and he was like, "Well, you might want to put an instrument there to like fill in the space." And I was like, "Yes!" And so he was like, "Okay, so these are like places where you should maybe think about putting like a trumpet line or like a French horn." It was originally a French horn, but it's too high to play on a French horn. But it was like, oh, now you can put it in all of these like different places and like double it up and make it sound cool and like have some fun chords going on. And I was like, yes.
Nice. Yeah. Well, what was? How did your instrumentation change?
Oh my gosh. So
So it started as a piano.
it started completely piano because I don't know how to play any other. Like I can play the flute and I sort of sing and do the piano. So like it was originally like a full piano piece, and I was just like fooling around with what I could do on a piano. I can't read piano music, so like I was just doing whatever I wanted to do, and it sounded cool. And I was like, cool. Now I have to notate it all. So it was really complicated to notate at first, and that's another thing he helped me with was like a bunch of time signature stuff. Just was like crazy because
Yeah, I saw there was a lot of
yeah,
changing.
it was never meant to be notated. um, it was just like this crazy piano thing for a little while. And then we added French horn. And so French horn was a big part of it. And I was like, cool, it's a French horn. And then it was like, oh, wait, it can't be French horn because the part is like way too high for a French horn to play. And I was like, okay, well, now it's trumpet then. And so we added trumpet. And then it was time for percussion because he thought it might be a good idea to add some more percussion to it. So that ended up being, I knew for sure I wanted suspended cymbal. I knew for sure that I wanted triangle. And then I wanted a vibraphone, but I read the limitations on instruments wrong. I read vibraphone instead of xylophone, so I was like, oh darn it. So we scrapped that, and we were like, well, maybe glockenspiel, and it was like up to the last minute, and I was like, I still don't have a glockenspiel, and I just couldn't make it work, so we decided not to go with that, unfortunately. But yeah,
Did you use? So you said you had like an idea of like under ice and all the shades
yeah.
of blue and everything. Did you use anything else as a resource while you played? Like, did you
Google Images.
Google
Does that
Images?
count? I would
That
look up
counts.
so many pictures of like people underneath the ice,
Oh,
like
that's really cool. I didn't even think about that.
yeah, I just looked up pictures, and like that's sort of how I started. That's kind of how I start with a lot of things. Is I'll look at a picture of something and I'll just like think of music, is if that makes sense to
No,
you.
that totally makes sense. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
So like just like colors, or like if I'm composing another piece right now because spoiler alert, I do that a lot. It just like sort of happens. But like I think of something and then I look on Google Images to see if I can actually find a picture of it. So like when I'm playing the music, I'll see an image in my head, and then I'll look on Google Images or something to like figure out if that's actually tangible or if I have to keep it in my head. or to like get a more realistic, like less fuzzy or like more intricate, detailed version of it. And then I can further progress into like, well, what would happen in that situation? So like in the under ice, like what would I see under ice? Well, I don't know because I've never been under the ice, but like maybe if I look at pictures under the ice, I can like see more things and like figure out maybe what I could possibly like experience in a given situation.
Oh, that's cool. So you like yeah, so you gravitate toward like pictures and then
Yeah, it's all up in my head until it's on the paper, I guess.
oh, that's really cool. And what would one word be to describe your piece?
Is an acceptable answer? I mean, it's very impressionistic, so that might be a good word to use. Maybe just like plug frigid into there just for, thematic reasons. I don't know. It's ethereal. That's a good word. Ethereal is a really good word for it.
A very good word.
Yeah, it's definitely, yeah. I would say like those three words. I don't know. I gave you three. You asked for one, but
That is fine. That is totally fine. That I will use all three. And what are you most excited about? I know you're going at 2, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so not for a while, but what are you
I'm so excited to hear all the other pieces, like, cause I'm really competitive, so I really like to look at the works pages and like listen to every piece that I can that has like a note flight link, cause I don't have Sibelius or anything, so I don't get to listen to all those Sibelius files. So like a lot of these people use Sibelius, and I'm like, this is all a surprise to me. I didn't have that, so like. I just heard Metropolitan Banter, which I've been wanting to hear for so long because its name is so cool. And I finally heard it, and it made me happy inside, and I'm like so excited. And I'm really looking forward to having my piece played and not sound like awful off of the note flight. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad on note flight, but real instruments are gonna be a really big treat, I think.